GPT-5 is coming to Apple Intelligence. Here's when you can use it. Apple just confirmed that GPT-5, OpenAI's most powerful AI model yet, is coming to your iPhone, iPad, and Mac next month. This isn't just another software update. We're talking about a massive leap in AI capabilities that will transform how you use Siri, write emails, analyze photos, and interact with your Apple devices. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what GPT-5 brings to Apple Intelligence, when you can get it, which devices will support it, and why this could be the biggest AI upgrade Apple has ever delivered. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting Apple announcements of 2025. Apple has officially confirmed that GPT-5 will power ChatGPT integration in Apple Intelligence starting with iOS 26, iPadOS 26, and macOS Tahoe arriving next month. If you're interested in Apple Intelligence features, iOS 26 updates, GPT-5 capabilities, or the future of AI on Apple devices, make sure to hit that subscribe button because this is information that will change how you use your Apple devices forever. Here's what we'll cover. First, I'll break down what GPT-5 actually is and why it's such a big deal. Then we'll explore exactly how GPT-5 will enhance Apple Intelligence features like Siri, writing tools, and visual intelligence. We'll discuss the release timeline, device compatibility, privacy protections, and how this positions Apple in the AI race against Google and Microsoft. Finally, I'll give you actionable tips on how to prepare for and maximize these new capabilities. Let's dive in. Before we talk about Apple's implementation, let's understand what makes GPT-5 so revolutionary. OpenAI just announced GPT-5 3 days ago, calling it their most advanced AI model yet, and the improvements over GPT-4 are substantial. GPT-5 delivers what OpenAI calls leaps in accuracy, speed, reasoning, context recognition, structured thinking, and problem solving. But what does that actually mean for you as an Apple user? Let me break it down with concrete examples. First, reasoning capabilities. GPT-5 can now think through complex problems step by step, much like humans do. This means when you ask Siri a complicated question that requires multiple steps of logic, GPT-5 can work through it systematically rather than just providing a surface-level answer. Second, enhanced coding and technical abilities. GPT-5 produces high-quality code, generates front-end UI with minimal prompting, and shows massive improvements in executing long chains of tool calls. This means Apple's developer tools and even everyday problem-solving will become dramatically more powerful. Third, improved personality and steerability. GPT-5 is better at understanding context and maintaining consistent personality traits throughout conversations. For Siri, this means more natural, human-like interactions that feel less robotic. Fourth, visual reasoning improvements. GPT-5 performs significantly better on visual tasks, which directly enhances Apple's visual intelligence feature that analyzes photos and camera input. Most importantly, GPT-5 combines the reasoning abilities of OpenAI's O-series models with the fast responses of the GPT series. This means you get both speed and intelligence, no more choosing between quick responses and smart responses. Now let's talk about the timeline, because this is happening much sooner than most people expected. Apple has confirmed that ChatGPT integration within Apple Intelligence will use GPT-5 with iOS 26, iPadOS 26, and macOS Tahoe. Those software updates are expected to arrive next month, meaning you could have GPT-5 on your Apple devices in just 30 days. This timing aligns perfectly with Apple's traditional September release schedule, typically coinciding with new iPhone announcements. The release is set for early September 2025, which means it will likely launch alongside the iPhone 17 series. But here's what's really exciting. Unlike many Apple features that launch in beta or limited form, GPT-5 integration will be available immediately when iOS 26 launches. Apple isn't making users wait for gradual rollouts or limited testing periods. The speed of this integration is remarkable. OpenAI announced GPT-5 just days ago, and Apple is already confirming integration for next month's software release. This shows how seriously Apple is taking AI competition and how committed they are to staying at the cutting edge. Let's talk about device compatibility because not everyone will get these features immediately. Apple Intelligence, and therefore GPT-5 integration, is supported on specific devices due to the computational requirements. For iPhones, you'll need an iPhone 15 Pro, iPhone 15 Pro Max, or any iPhone 16 model. The standard iPhone 15 and earlier models don't have sufficient processing power for on-device AI processing that Apple Intelligence requires. For iPads, compatibility includes iPad Pro models with M1 chips or later, iPad Air with M1 or M2 chips, and the upcoming iPad models with M-series processors. For Macs, any Mac with an M1 chip or later will support the GPT-5 integration, including MacBook Air, MacBook Pro, iMac, Mac Studio, and Mac Pro models with Apple Silicon. If you're using an older device, you won't get GPT-5 through Apple Intelligence, but you can still access GPT-5 through the ChatGPT app or website directly. Now let's explore exactly how GPT-5 will transform your Apple Intelligence experience across different features and use cases. Siri is getting the biggest upgrade in its history. Currently, when Siri can't handle complex requests, it either fails or provides basic web search results. With GPT-5 integration, Siri will seamlessly hand off complex queries to GPT-5, which can reason through multi-step problems, understand context better, and provide detailed, helpful responses. For example, instead of Siri saying, "I found this on the web," when you ask about planning a complex trip, GPT-5-powered Siri could actually help you plan the entire itinerary, consider your preferences, budget constraints, and even suggest alternatives based on weather or local events. Writing tools are getting a massive intelligence boost. Apple's current writing assistant is helpful for basic grammar and style, but GPT-5 will enable much more sophisticated writing assistants. Think professional quality email composition, creative writing support, technical document creation, and even code generation directly within Apple's native apps. Visual intelligence, which analyzes what your camera sees, will become dramatically more capable with GPT-5's enhanced visual reasoning. Instead of just identifying objects, GPT-5 can understand complex scenes, read and interpret documents in real time, solve math problems from photos, and even provide detailed analysis of artwork, architecture, or technical diagrams. Mail and messages will also benefit significantly. GPT-5 can help compose more natural, context-appropriate responses, understand complex email chains, and even draft professional communications that match your writing style. In addition to GPT-5 integration, Apple is adding several new Apple Intelligence features to iOS 26. These include live translation capabilities that work in real time during conversations, call screening and spam filtering powered by AI, and enhanced AI actions in shortcuts that can perform complex automation tasks. The live translation feature is particularly exciting because it combines GPT-5's language understanding with Apple's privacy-focused approach. You'll be able to have real-time conversations in different languages without your conversation data leaving your device for processing. One of the biggest concerns about AI integration is privacy, and Apple has built extensive protections into their GPT-5 implementation. When Apple Intelligence uses ChatGPT, your IP address is obscured, and OpenAI doesn't store your requests. Apple has negotiated specific privacy protections that go beyond OpenAI's standard privacy policies. Apple processes as much as possible on-device using their own AI models first. Only when a request requires GPT-5's advanced capabilities does it get sent to OpenAI's servers, and even then, it's sent with privacy protections in place. You'll also have complete control over when ChatGPT is used. Apple Intelligence will ask for your permission before sending requests to ChatGPT, and you can review exactly what information is being shared. For users who want maximum privacy, Apple Intelligence will continue to function using only on-device processing for many tasks, with GPT-5 integration being an optional enhancement rather than a requirement. This GPT-5 integration puts Apple in a fascinating position in the AI competition. While Google has been pushing Gemini integration across Android and Chrome, and Microsoft has been embedding GPT models into Windows and Office, Apple's approach is uniquely focused on privacy and user control. Apple's strategy differs from competitors in several key ways. First, they're not trying to build their own large language model to compete directly with GPT-5 or Gemini. Instead, they're partnering with the best available technology while maintaining their privacy standards. Second, Apple's integration is optional and transparent. Users know when they're using GPT-5 versus Apple's own AI, giving them choice and control over their AI experience. Third, Apple is focusing on practical, everyday use cases rather than flashy demonstrations. The GPT-5 integration is designed to make existing Apple features better rather than creating entirely new categories of functionality. This positions Apple Intelligence as potentially the most user-friendly and trustworthy AI implementation among major tech companies, even though Apple isn't developing the underlying large language model themselves. The business implications of this move are significant. Apple is essentially admitting that partnering with OpenAI provides better AI capabilities than trying to build everything in-house. This could signal a broader trend of companies specializing in their core strengths rather than trying to compete in every aspect of AI development. Let's look at what specific improvements you can expect when GPT-5 arrives in Apple Intelligence next month. For everyday writing, GPT-5 will transform how you compose emails, text messages, and documents. The enhanced reasoning capabilities mean it can understand complex writing requests, maintain consistent tone throughout longer documents, and even adapt its writing style to match your personal voice. In photography and visual tasks, GPT-5's improved visual reasoning will make visual intelligence dramatically more useful. You'll be able to point your camera at complex scenes, documents, or objects, and get detailed, accurate analysis that goes far beyond simple object identification. For productivity and work tasks, GPT-5's enhanced coding and problem-solving abilities will make shortcuts and automation much more powerful. You'll be able to create complex workflows using natural language instructions that GPT-5 can translate into working automation. Educational applications will also see major improvements. GPT-5 can help explain complex topics, solve step-by-step math problems, and even assist with homework and research projects while maintaining Apple's privacy protections. For creative projects, GPT-5's improved reasoning and context understanding will make it an excellent brainstorming partner and creative collaborator, whether you're writing, planning projects, or exploring new ideas. Looking ahead, this GPT-5 integration represents just the beginning of Apple's AI evolution. The partnership with OpenAI provides Apple with access to cutting-edge AI capabilities while they continue developing their own AI technologies. We can expect Apple to gradually expand GPT-5 integration across more apps and features over time. The September release will likely focus on core Apple Intelligence features, but future updates could bring GPT-5 capabilities to apps like Pages, Keynote, Final Cut Pro, and other professional applications. Apple's approach also suggests they're building a platform for AI capabilities rather than trying to own every aspect of AI development. This could lead to partnerships with other AI companies for specialized capabilities like image generation, music creation, or scientific computing. The success of this GPT-5 integration will likely determine Apple's broader AI strategy. If users respond positively to the enhanced capabilities while privacy protections remain strong, we could see Apple accelerating their AI partnerships and integrations. For developers, GPT-5 integration opens up new possibilities for third-party apps to leverage advanced AI capabilities through Apple's frameworks while maintaining user privacy and security. To prepare for GPT-5 and Apple Intelligence, here are some practical steps you can take right now. First, make sure your device is compatible. If you have an older iPhone, iPad, or Mac, consider whether upgrading makes sense for you to access these new AI capabilities. Second, start exploring current Apple Intelligence features if you haven't already. Understanding how the current system works will help you take full advantage of GPT-5's enhanced capabilities when they arrive. Third, think about your privacy preferences. Decide whether you're comfortable with optional GPT-5 integration or prefer to stick with on-device processing only. Fourth, consider how you might use enhanced AI capabilities in your work, education, or creative projects. GPT-5's improved reasoning and problem-solving could significantly change how you approach complex tasks. Finally, stay informed about the rollout. Apple typically releases major software updates in waves, so you might not get iOS 26 on day one depending on your device and region. GPT-5 coming to Apple Intelligence represents a pivotal moment in consumer AI. Apple is bringing OpenAI's most advanced AI model directly to hundreds of millions of devices while maintaining their commitment to privacy and user control. The September release of iOS 26 with GPT-5 integration will give Apple users access to AI capabilities that were previously only available to ChatGPT subscribers, but with better integration, stronger privacy protections, and seamless device integration. This move positions Apple competitively against Google's Gemini and Microsoft's Copilot while maintaining their unique approach to privacy-focused AI. For consumers, it means access to cutting-edge AI capabilities without sacrificing privacy or switching to new platforms. The real test will be whether Apple's implementation of GPT-5 feels as natural and useful as their other software integrations. If successful, this could accelerate AI adoption among mainstream consumers and establish Apple as a leader in practical, privacy-focused AI applications. What we're witnessing is the democratization of advanced AI capabilities. GPT-5 through Apple Intelligence will put powerful AI tools in the hands of everyday users in a way that feels familiar and trustworthy, rather than intimidating or complex. If this video helped you understand what's coming with GPT-5 and Apple Intelligence, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more Apple news and AI technology updates. I'm curious about your thoughts. Are you excited about GPT-5 coming to Apple Intelligence? Or do you have concerns about AI integration in your devices? What features are you most looking forward to trying? And do you think Apple's privacy-focused approach gives them an advantage over competitors like Google and Microsoft? Let me know in the comments below, and if you want to stay updated on iOS 26 development and GPT-5 rollout news, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll dive deeper into iOS 26's other new features and improvements. Until then, get ready for the AI revolution coming to your pocket.